Hello, today is 7/13 of 25, and I am here with a video of what I eat in a day on my keto journey. If you're new here, my name is Christy. I changed my diet to a high protein, moderate fat, low carb diet in April of 2024. It is currently 10 a.m. and I have just made myself some coffee. So I changed things up a little bit today. I used 2 shots of espresso and then I used a cup of silk unsweetened coconut milk, mostly because it's in my fridge and it's going to go bad like within like the next week or so. So I kind of want to use it up. And then I added in my Naked Brand Whey protein isolate and my collagen peptides with vitamin C. And then I've also added in my electrolytes. So this is Salty Brand Coco Loco electrolyte mix. Okay, I'm going to give this a try. I used to use coconut milk in my coffee. I I mean, it's been a while, like maybe 6 months or something. Um, but I've never tried it with the Coco Loco. And it was fine in my coffee. Like I liked it. It was just fine. I do prefer milk in my coffee just for flavor and then also kind of the extra like creaminess that it gives. The reason that I had changed primarily back to milk was just for the nutritional benefits of the milk. Um, but I'm going to try this coconut milk with my salty packet. It's really good. I like that actually better than the salty packet with the milk. I think maybe the flavor of the coconut really helps to balance it out because that the electrolyte mix can be a lot. It can feel really salty and strong. But it seems like the coconut milk kind of like really helps to balance that out. I really like that. Yeah, that's great. So I will eat something probably in about an hour. I'll be back. It is 12:30 and I'm ready for my first meal of the day, which isn't going to be very big. My husband and I are planning to go out to a steak dinner tonight, where I will have a 14-ounce ribeye. So I'm going to get quite a bit of my calories and fat and protein in that meal. So I'm eating a little lighter uh, throughout the rest of the day. So I am going to make myself a quesadilla. So I have these L'oven Fresh Carb Control tortillas. I'm going to use one of them. In one tortilla, there are 60 calories, 3 fat, 19 carbs with 15 fiber, so 4 net carbs, and then protein of 4. I am adding about a quarter cup of shredded cheddar cheese. I've got some canned chicken that I drained and rinsed. I find that I like it better when I rinse it. And then I added about a quarter teaspoon of homemade taco seasoning to it and topped it with some diced green chilies, probably about a tablespoon and a half. Um, I'm only eating about a quarter of a can of this chicken and a quarter of the taco seasoning that I put in it. But my daughter's going to eat too, and probably someone else. So they'll have the rest of it. But that's kind of how I made it. So let's give this quesadilla a try because I want to know if I like these tortillas. I don't like those. They're like really dry. I don't like those. And flavorless? Yeah. No, I don't like those. I'll probably just give this to my daughter and I have to find something else to eat. I have some pork carnitas in my refrigerator. So this is Park Street Deli brand. It has in 3 ounces 120 calories, 6 grams of fat, 2 carbs with 2 added sugars, and 15 protein. And I will eat probably 2.5 servings of this. So this will be great. Get me some protein in, and then I can go to the gym. I did arms and core today at the gym. So I did dead bug, bench press, weighted decline sit ups, renegade rows, lying leg raises, and bicep curls. And then 5 minutes of as many rounds as possible of reverse flies, overhead tricep extensions, planked push ups, and then 5 minutes of as many rounds as possible of side plank, reverse crunches, and single leg balance hold. Now I am back from the gym. It is 4:30. Our plans have changed. We're not going out for a steak dinner. We are going to get some wings from Wingstop, which I've never had. So I'm looking forward to trying those. But that's just, I'm going to get 10 wings. It's not going to be enough food. So I am going to make myself some of my what I call seed breakfast, which is something that is like supposed to be like an oatmeal replacement. I've made this several times before, but I think I have perfected the recipe now. At least the last time that I made it, it was perfect. So I use 3/4 of a cup of silk coconut milk, and I use 1 packet of Keto Chow chocolate toffee protein powder. And then I use a half tablespoon of brown sugar sweetener. So the original recipe calls for a full tablespoon, but it's just too sweet with a full tablespoon. It also, the original recipe calls for extract, so like maple extract or vanilla extract, but I find it just doesn't need it. So I'm not going to add that. A 1/4 cup of unsweetened coconut flakes, 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts, and then 3 tablespoons of flaxseed, which whole golden flaxseed is what I usually use. But today I'm going to try flaxseed meal because I know it's better like for your digestion. Like it's easier to absorb the nutrients from the flaxseed if it is ground. And then also like it doesn't cause like as many digestive issues. Not that I necessarily feel like I have digestive issues, but I don't always really know if I have digestive issues. So I just like I just sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't feel that way after, eating this. So like, that's how I'll kind of recognize it. So I'm gonna give it a try. Okay, so on the wings, they were hot and fresh. But they had no flavor to them. Like the plain wings are literally just plain wings. There's no like salt or pepper or anything. So they had like no flavor. And I had to put a bunch of salt on them, which doesn't really like it wouldn't really hang on because like you need to do that when they like first come out of the fryer. But I was able like I ate them because I needed the protein really. But I wouldn't order them again. Just like there's it's just chicken wings. So then I tried my seed breakfast with the flaxseed meal over the whole flax seeds, and I don't like it as much. I don't like the texture, and I actually don't like the flavor either. Um, I'm not really sure how to describe it, but it definitely has a different flavor. And even with all the flavor from like the keto chow and the sweetener, it just like the taste of the flaxseed meal overpowered everything else. So I might try it with like 1.5 tablespoons of whole flaxseed and 1.5 tablespoons of flaxseed meal next time, just to see if that helps. Um, but I also didn't like the texture as much. So like maybe we'll see. I know when I started making it, I was like, I've perfected it. And that is, if I use the flaxseed itself, like that is the perfect recipe, the whole flaxseed. But that flaxseed meal just it changes the flavor too much and it makes sense like it's ground and so there's actually going to be more of it there than like if you had the whole flaxseed so maybe that's why it's overpowering but also I didn't like the texture of it as much it felt mm, almost grainy but like powdery grain, like a really fine grain. So yeah, so I'll try it again with some flaxseed meal, but like mixing it in with some traditional like whole flaxseed. All right, so let's take a look at how my day turned out. Our plan had been to go to the gym around 1, and we didn't end up going until about 3. So before I went to the gym, I had 2 chef's cut beef sticks. These are my favorite beef sticks, just to get some protein in me before I left. So I ended up with about 1,800 calories. My protein is 202. My net carbs are 16, and my fat is 98. So I had a pretty good day today. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.